Hello, and welcome back to this week's Pick a Card reading. These are just mini readings that touch on different areas of your life. And again, these are just general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, and that's okay. But if they do resonate with you or you enjoy these type of readings, definitely click subscribe and we can do more of them. Also, if you pick a pile and it resonates with you and you have further questions or you need any clarifiers about your upcoming events or any of the information from the reading, don't hesitate to message me and I would gladly pull more cards for you. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a deep breath, center ourselves. We have pile 1, 2, and 3. And then you're just going to let your intuition pick which pile. I have some extra cards here if we need any clarifiers. And so this week, last week we had teacups, this week we have jewels. So pile 1 is the clear jewel. Pile 2 is the green. And pile 3 is the pink jewel. So just take a moment. If you need to pause the video, you can do that too. Take a breath, center yourself, nice and calm, and then go ahead and pick a pile. Okay, so let's get started. All right, and I will list timestamps down below so you can go ahead and jump ahead to your pile if you would like. But this is for pile 1 and everyone that picked the clear jewel. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so we have the 5 of Swords, familiar, trust, and a time for healing. So let's look here. Let me hold them up so you guys can see as well. So the 5 of Swords, familiar, trust, and a time for healing. Okay, so let's look first at your core card, which is going to be your tarot card. So the 5 of Swords, this is a card of like disagreement or conflict, struggle. You've been kind of going through it. So you may have been engaged in some kind of like back and forth disagreement or a battle, or you may have one coming up this week. It may be in like a falling out situation, but it's definitely something that brings stress, sadness, or a sense of loss. And even if you won this battle, it's definitely kind of an empty victory because it's taken such a toll on you. So when this card comes up, this is a reminder to pick your battles. Don't compete with other people. And if you've already been engaged in conflict, that it's wearing on you and you need to take a step back from it because it's not serving you. Spiritually, this is a call to lay down your weapons, forgive and forget. And that's not for other people. That's not saying that there was any type of failure or that you lost the battle or anything like that. This is for just your own well-being. Forgiveness is always more for us than it is for the other person. And this is just to calm yourself and your heart and to look after your own well-being and not letting others disrupt your spirit. So definitely goes with this card. It's definitely a time for healing and to just stop the fighting, let go of the conflict or the resentment, and heal yourself. So career-wise, so this says that if you're already employed, that you do need to protect yourself. You can see here that he's got the 3 swords. That you do need to protect yourself, and you need to be an advocate for yourself. So definitely stand up for yourself in the workplace. But don't engage in conflict. Don't engage in office politics or any high tension power play back and forth. It's not going to serve you. You just want to pour all your productivity and energy into your work and let that speak for you. Just definitely let your work shine for itself, and avoid any office drama, any workplace drama, anything like that, because it's just taking your energy away from the things that really need it. And they're going to recognize your hard work. So you don't need to worry about winning those smaller battles or navigating those politics or anything like that. If you're looking for work, this card says that you may have struggled. Times are tough. The job market is competitive. There's not the same amount of jobs or the same opportunities right now currently, but this card also says don't get discouraged. To trust in yourself, pull all that energy in that you were giving to any conflict and use that to just bring your A game to your job search, and to definitely sharpen your skills. Make sure that you're at the top of your game, best dressed, revamp your resume, make sure everything's flawless, and just don't get discouraged. But just know that it is going to be kind of a challenge right now with everything that's going on. The 5 of Swords in love says that you may have struggled, and that changes need to be made. So you may have had some heartache or some rejection or some past hurt, but you definitely just need to kind of look, do some evaluation and make some changes, and kind of find a balance between listening to others and then clearly communicating, but not aggressively voicing your own needs. And you're going to have to let go of any of that old hurt too, also, so that you can move forward. And it's not always about being right. Just remember that when you're meeting new people and as you have different discussions and different experiences, all of that. If you're in a relationship, this is a reminder to really work to and strive to see things and understand things from your partner's perspective. If you have an argument, just speak with love and speak from a place of kindness, and work to resolve issues rather than continuing any hostility or anything like that. So it's kind of, again, taking responsibility for your actions. You don't have to take responsibility for everything in the relationship. It definitely takes 2. But when you have the 5 of Swords, it's definitely better to forgive and forget, and just remember that your relationship and your love is more important than winning the argument. Okay? So with the 5 of Swords, it's definitely telling you to lay down your weapons, take time for healing. You have familiar and trust. So also, so with trust, I mean, I feel like these go together. Like, I feel all of these go together really well. But, so the trust card, it's trusting that you don't have to win this argument to be in the right place. Trusting that, withdrawing from the fight is what's best for you, that conserving that energy, protecting yourself and your well-being, doing what fulfills your heart, that's definitely what's best for you. Trust in the universe, trust in yourself, and trust that you're not missing out on anything. By walking away and leaving that drama behind you, you're not any lesser, you're not losing anything. You're definitely gaining something by putting yourself and your health and your emotional and mental well-being first. So people are definitely Five of Swords, people are definitely going to try you this week, but you're not going to engage. You're not going to give them any of your energy. You're not going to let them affect your spirit. Nothing like that. You're all about healing, trusting, protecting yourself. And that's also what the familiar is like the universe telling you that you are loved, you're protected, you're supported. And this card is definitely like an invitation to nurture your soul and like grow your light. And so the only way you can do that is by redirecting this energy from whatever conflict or negative influence or toxic influence that's sucking it away, and just putting that back into yourself for healing and for the well-being of yourself, really. Just so you can go on to the things that are meant for you. So this week, just really focus on, no matter how hard it is, just leaving the conflict. Don't engage. Don't give them any of your time or energy, anything like that. Something different we're going to do this week. I have these little affirmation cards. So they're a nice way to close a reading. So let's just get you a card and see what we have here. So, okay, so this says, let's see if I can get it to focus. Strength. You are being guided by the cosmos. Stay strong. A positive outcome is assured. So that's amazing. So definitely, so just stay strong even when people are trying you, whether it's at work or people are trying you, family members, friends, disagreements, in your relationship. Just stay strong, stay calm. The universe has your back. You're definitely going to get through this, and you're just focusing on self-care this week. Okay? So I think that was really good. So that was pile 1. Again, if you need any clarifiers or you have any further questions, don't hesitate to get a hold of me and I can pull some more cards for you, okay? All right. Okay, so this is for everyone that picked pile 2, which was the green jewel. All right, so let's see what we have here. Oh, we have the Death card, Mountain, Extremes, and New Start is coming. Oh my gosh, that gives me goosebumps. Okay, so we have Death, Extremes, A New Start is Coming, and Mountain. The Death card is my favorite card. And if you don't follow tarot, it definitely doesn't mean actual death. So don't be frightened by that. So the Death card is one of our major arcana cards, and it is all about transformation, rebirth, endings, closing a chapter so that you can begin something new that's more suited to you. So it's definitely, this is like a card of change, which I always find so exciting. This is my favorite card in the deck, and it's actually my stalker card. It's been following me for a couple years, actually. But yeah, so this is just saying that, like, when you get this, it's a call to, like, let go of whatever it is that needs to end so that you can move forward to something with greater potential for you, something that is more aligned to your path. So this is like an ending of a phase, releasing all the things that no longer serve you, So definitely, yeah, when you see this, this is just like an ending, letting go, but also with endings, there's always new beginnings. So it's not usually a scary card, maybe unless you get this and the Tower together or the Three of Swords. But just this card, it's still a really positive card. I love this card and I like the movement of it. And so spiritually wise, the Death card is saying that your soul needs to purge all the unhealthy things or toxic things that are holding you back. And so now is the time to like embrace the new, look for the sunshine, focus on positivity as you move through this period of rebirth, and just closing chapters to get to new things that could be holding you back from your greatest potential, or holding you back from the people that you're supposed to meet or the opportunities that you're supposed to have. So just change. So career-wise, if you're currently employed, you may face changes at work. You may face an end of a project, which will bring maybe some uncertainty because there may be something new coming your way or something you've never worked on before, responsibilities you never had before. It also can mean you have like restructuring or a major routine change at work. But just go with the flow for these changes. Just move with that energy. And I know that change can be scary or daunting, but in the end, these work changes or career changes will definitely benefit you. If you're currently looking for work, you may need to change the way that you're doing your job search. You may need to change it, or maybe this may be saying that you need to even expand your search to a different job field altogether, or be considering a bigger change. So like you may find a job in a different field, or you may need to be open to changing your location and like relocating for a really good job opportunity. So just being open to that change, looking at things differently, and maybe going about your job search differently. But it's still a positive card, even if you're not currently employed and you're looking for work. Okay. So in love, if you're single, you definitely have big changes coming your way. You're entering a new phase, big changes, letting go of any past relationships or anything that's like holding you back. Maybe you had rejection last time and you're kind of hanging on to that, so you're afraid to put yourself back out there, and you just need to let go of that. Let go of any old hurts, any past relationships or old expectations, any mistrust, so that you can be open to these new changes and the new relationship possibilities that this card can bring you. If you're in a relationship, this is saying to work with your partner to go through whatever changes you're having. So you may be facing a bunch of big changes coming up, and working together, using each other's strengths to navigate those changes and to work as a team, and that'll only strengthen you guys. Sometimes this can say that it's the end of your relationship. With the other cards that are here, I don't really get that feeling for most of you, but definitely if your relationship is toxic, if it's one-sided, if it's draining you, and you've been waiting for your sign, this is your sign that it's time to let that relationship go. But otherwise, it's saying to let go of any negative feelings or resentment, and refresh your communication. Look at new ways, changing how you go about appreciating each other and communicating and that kind of stuff. So definitely that'll apply differently to each and everyone, and you know who you are. But yeah, again, if you look at your relationship and it's just really negative or toxic or abusive or anything like that, this is definitely your call to end it. I don't feel like that's how it is for most people. Looking at the cards that go with this, it's just time for something new for the relationship, and really working together, bonding together to navigate any upcoming changes and to strengthen as you move through those rather than falling apart or working separately or against each other. Okay? So with that, we have extremes, mountain, and a new start is coming. So of course, with endings come new beginnings, and that's what this is saying. Don't be afraid of this energy. Don't be afraid of the death card. Don't be afraid of letting go. Don't be afraid of closing that chapter. Don't hang on, because there's something better waiting for you. There's something more suited to you with greater potential, more aligned to you. And if you hang on, and I think that kind of goes into those extremes too. We'll talk about that in just a second. But if you hang on to that old stuff, it'll not only just hold you back, it'll waste time, which time is so precious, and you can't get that back, but it'll also just cause further hurt. So definitely just take a deep breath, let go of whatever it is, so that you can move forward and take that next step, okay? Because there's a new start out there for you, whether that's in love or in career or new hobbies, new friendships. There's better things out there for you. So we just need to close this chapter, use this energy to move through this to those new beginnings. So then the mountain. This is saying that change can be uncomfortable. It can. So like, this is a challenge. You have an upcoming challenge to move through these changes and to let go of this stuff. And it's telling you to remain positive. Change and challenges can bring out like people's fear and just really make people crumble. So this is saying to like remain positive, keep your head up, move forward. You will definitely get through this period. You'll get through this period of change, and it'll come out for the better. You'll come out to this new, better opportunity. And so just stay strong. Just move through this. Remain calm. Remain centered. Face this challenge head on, and just let go. Let go of whatever this is so that you can move through this period. Change and rebirth and regrowth, transformation, it's not always comfortable. So that's just something to keep in mind. Another thing that'll help you on this journey of change that you're going through is to avoid these extremes. This card is about emotional extremes, highs and lows. So like the only way that I know to explain that is like, for example, with relationships. So you have whatever this challenge is, for every person it'll be different. You'll be facing a different conflict, a different challenge, a different mountain. So you have this stress from your challenge and this mountain. And so you come home, and then of course that stress trickles down, and it usually ends up in your relationship. So instead of getting all stressed out about your challenge, about your mountain, and coming home and arguing with your partner, or arguing with your family members, or taking it out on your friends and having that extreme, this is about maintaining calm and balance, and avoiding that. And so instead, sitting down with your spouse and talking it out, sitting down with your friends or your family, and just talking about it in a calm, collected manner. They may have input for you. They may have, a a shorter option or something, a better plan of action, those kind of things. And then it's just a different way to like circumvent that stress. So rather than doing the highs and lows, like getting depressed by the change or getting super angry or hyped up by going through these challenges, finding a way to vent that stress, whether it's like going for a run or taking a yoga class or sitting down and talking this out with a close friend over a cup of coffee. Just avoiding those extremes and maintaining your balance will definitely help you move through this challenge and move past this mountain to get to your new start, which is going to, once you get there, you're not even going to remember these challenges that you went through, because this new beginning, this new opportunity, new chapter that you have is going to be so good. Okay? So group number 2 definitely just has a lot of change and maintaining balance through that as you go through your week. Okay? So let's get you one of these little messages to carry with you that I really like. Okay. So this says, raise the vibration of the planet through your radiant, loving light. Okay. So I think that's a beautiful thing to carry with you this week. And again, that's all about focusing on the positive as you move through these things, maintaining balance. You have a wonderful inner light. So just definitely, as you go through these changes, don't be afraid. Go ahead and let go and just keep those vibrations high, okay? Keep your head up, stay positive, and you will end up here in your new phase, okay? All right, I can't wait to see those transformations. All right, group 2. All right, so moving on to the next one. Again, if you have any questions, oh my gosh, I can't speak English. If you need any further cards, just get a hold of me, okay? Okay, so this is for group 3, everyone who picked the pink jewel. All right, let's see what we have this week. So we have the Queen of Wands. Ooh, I love that card. Heart. A personal issue reaches resolution. And release. Okay. So the Queen of Wands, this is definitely a warm energy, an upbeat, positive energy. It's like a commanding presence, but not in an intimidating way or not in a cold way. Like this is the Queen of Wands is a very warm card. It's about like warmth and charisma, optimistic, courage, bravery. So, spiritually wise, this is saying that you're happy with your spiritual path and it is working for you. Whatever you're doing is successful for you. You're happy with it. It's fulfilling your soul, that's great. It says that you would benefit, because this is a very like social card, confidence card. You might benefit from some kind of group setting where you can teach others and show others the techniques that are really working for you, and talk about your success and the things that are working. And also by inspiring other people, therefore inspiring yourself and bringing you possibly new things to look at spiritually wise. So this is definitely upbeat, very confident energy. So career-wise, this energy is to focus your goals and really perform at work. You just want to pour all this positivity and productivity and confidence not only into your work and your projects, but to everything around you, into your coworkers as well, through positive reinforcements. And this will just help everything to shine and to show your determination in the workplace and your confidence. It'll definitely help boost your career and just get you noticed for that energy and positivity. If you're looking for work, bring all of this positivity and upbeat energy to your interview. This is a very positive card if you're looking for work, and it's saying bring this confidence and inspiring energy to your interview, and don't be afraid to apply for jobs that might be a little bit like above you, or because sometimes necessarily if you don't have all the years of qualification, but you have some of the knowledge and all the determination and confidence and drive, makes you just as qualified as the next person. So don't be afraid to apply for that job, and then go to the interview and just bring all of this Queen of Wands energy. Okay. In love, if you are single, you're definitely not afraid to put yourself out there. You're a social butterfly, very confident in yourself. You may not have been dating currently, especially given with everything that's going on with social distancing and stuff. But as the world starts to return to normal and people get back to their routine, you will have plenty of options for socializing and for romantic opportunities and attention and that kind of stuff, because that warm, easy confidence that you exude, it naturally draws people to you. So you definitely, if you're single, you will have upcoming positive dating possibilities, okay? If you're in a relationship, this is a really beautiful card for people that are in a relationship, because it just speaks to such a genuine overall warmth and deep connection, a love, a friendship. You guys enjoy each other. You enjoy being together, doing things together, and just continuing that energy, just harnessing that energy, continuing it. And if your relationship is struggling for some reason, this might be your card just to say that you have the energy and you have the confidence and the courage to not only step up, but to be alone and to open yourself to finding someone that does deserve you. Okay? So along with the Queen of Wands, we have release. A personal issue reaches a resolution. And heart. Okay, so for you to fully harness this Queen of Wands energy, that confidence, that positivity, the determination, the upbeat, there's some issue that needs resolution this week. For every person, that'll be different, and you'll know what that is. But you have to release that stuff. You have something to let go so that you can close this issue. So you can, whatever it is, you have to just be able to let that go and to put that kind of to bed, whatever personal issue it is that's keeping you from embodying fully this energy, because this energy is really going to carry you. It's really a positive energy, and all you need to do to get to here is just to close this problem, release those things that are holding you back, and that don't serve you or are toxic. And that's also where this card comes in, your heart card. So it goes perfectly with this Queen of Wands energy, but it's saying, it's asking you, what are you giving your heart right now? Are you feeding it? Are you living your highest potential, basically, or is there something holding you back that you need to let go? Something that's not in your best interest. Are you feeding your heart and and giving it everything that you can thrive so that you can thrive and grow. So definitely just closing these two cards here so that you can harness this determination, productivity, this upbeat energy, and give your heart all the fulfilling spirituality, passion and grace and everything that you need. And so like it has the bees here, like, so that they're working in unison, so they're working together, and keeping them hanging on to old things or toxic things. These two cards would mean that like your hive would get discombobulated basically and unable to work together, and you won't be able to harness this really positive Queen of Wands energy that's just so inspiring, so warm. It's all about confidence and reaching your goals this week. So definitely make sure that you're willing to close out these things, and for everyone those will be different. And then just harnessing thriving, what's helping you move forward, and this Queen of Wands energy. Okay, let's get you guys group 3. Okay, sorry about that, my light died and now I'm having to use a secondary light. Let me shuffle again here. So stillness, reflect on this moment with love, kindness, and compassion. So again, that goes perfectly with the warmth and of the Queen of Wands and the Heart card. And again, I'm sorry that my ring light just died apparently. Hopefully he's not dead for good. All right, so that was group 3. Let me know what you guys thought of this week's readings. I appreciate you tuning in. If you'd hit subscribe to support the channel, I'd really appreciate it. And I will see you guys for some unboxings later this week. All right. Blessings, and I will see everyone later.